Hi, my name's Drew Norman. I own a company in Phoenix called the Jeep Farm. I also own the Paint Farm. We restore 1986 and older Jeeps, CJs, Wagoneer, Willys, you name it, LS restoration, custom build, full back to stock build. What I'm with today is this 1975 Jeep Cherokee. This was owned by David Haley, or still is owned by David Haley, I apologize, and his family. His grandfather bought this thing new, and they're out of Missouri, so this was a complete and utter rust bucket. But the family decided to stick with it and have us restore the Jeep instead of just selling it or sending it to a junkyard because it was really bad. Frame repair, rust repair, I mean, this Jeep had over $30,000 worth of rust repair, so we kind of really blew the budget in just rust. Again, the owners decided to stick with it, finish the job, and get it to where the family can continue to enjoy this Jeep for generations to come. So as I said, I also own another company. It was kind of built out of necessity, trying to find another shop that would do paint and body to the level that I wanted, but not take it over the top. It is a Jeep after all. And the Paint Farm did all the paint and body work, all the rust repair, the floors, the rockers. The Jeep Farm did the frame repairs and gusseted and reinforced over some of the rusty areas. But this Jeep is jet set blue, one of my favorite colors. I own a Jeep this color and I absolutely love it. It's a stunner. So they did the white roof and then they painted the 17-inch wheels to match the roof. Jet set blue, as I said, just an absolutely gorgeous paint job. So the owner wanted something a little different on this Jeep to kind of make it stand out, and it did. What we did was a 17x8 wheel. This is just a cheapie off Summit Racing. My gut says it's a Krager, but I can't remember. So we did that. We painted it the same colors. We did the roof. These are 275/70/17s. Just BFG all-terrains. We did this with just a very simple 6-inch lift kit from BJ's Off-Road. Their lifts, I think, are the best in the business because they're made by Deaver in California. They take a little while. A lot of people complain the first 1,000 miles or so. They're pretty stiff, but once they break in, they are butter. A set of Bilstein shocks pretty much wraps it up. Very simple, effective, and good-looking package. So this is, as I said, I wouldn't consider this a complete restoration. Again, the rust kind of ate a lot of our budget. Initially, we were planning to do a sort of a high-performance rebuilt 360, but again, what we ended up doing is we found the motor had 2 dead holes that was in this Jeep originally. Doing what we do at the Jeep Farm, I seem to have a lot of motors laying around. So with all the LS conversions, we had a really good running 360, had good compression numbers. Basically just gave it to David, stuffed it in the Jeep, detailed it, resealed it, put a Howell fuel injection, Davis HEI, added Hydro Boost brakes. And if you guys have never used Hydro Boost in a full-size Jeep, it is magic. Stops great. And we took advantage of pulling the motor, and so we repainted the engine bay and under the hood, and it really made a big difference. We also did a modern AC Sanderson style compressor, but reused the vintage unit under the dash, but everything else is modern. Runs good. I mean, these aren't powerhouses, even with the Davis and the Howell. It still wheezes out 200 horsepower on a good day maybe, but it does the deal. Fires right up with the fuel injection, goes down the road good. And all in all, it's a nice engine bay to pop the hood and be proud of at any car show. So this Jeep, when it showed up, and those of you that are FSJ guys know the blue Jeep. So this was blue. It had a blue interior, blue rubber floor mats, blue headliner. It was a significant amount of blue. The owner talked about making some changes to kind of liven it up. So you can see what we did. We found this very cool blue plaid. We did the seats in white and plaid, carpet black, headliner black, the cracked dash pad we did in blue. We didn't paint the dash. We did repaint the steering column and steering wheel because it had worn down to black. Didn't paint the horn button. Again, didn't restore the gauges. There was a lot of budget-minded stuff we had to do on this job, but also wanted to keep some of the original Jeep. I mean, we made so many changes that when you drive it now, you still feel like you're in the same Jeep. unpainted dash, original gauges, kept the original, I call this the upside down boomerang steering wheel. A lot of it is still original. We kept the grandfather's stickers in the window. Just a lot to make you feel like it's still the family rig. We just didn't want to change everything, but it all needed to be replaced as far as the soft material. So I think giving it a little color, the white and plaid, really made it pop and look super cool. Again, with the simplicity, this was a simple Jeep from the factory. It was very low option Jeep. So it doesn't have the cargo strips. We just did black carpet, did some very simple little 6x9 boxes that are bolted down. Again, no panels, as it was from the factory. There's a cool little plaid panel on this side, the black headliner, and this is a cool little trick for you guys with FSJs. So the factory headliners obviously are usually bad. So we get these from BJ's Off-Road, and we've had a problem with them hanging down past the trim. So we do these little 1-inch thick aluminum strips right here that help hold the headliner in to keep it from falling out under the factory edging right here. Paint it the color of the headliner and does a cool little, very simple job of cleaning it up. Again, very simple, sort of what the Jeep is meant to be. So thanks again for watching the video on this really cool 1975 Cherokee. Again, not a full restoration. We got killed on the budget and rust repair, but the owner stuck with us. We got it to a place him and his family will enjoy it for generations to come. Like and subscribe, give me the thumbs up, all that kind of YouTube stuff, and I appreciate it. Thanks again, Drew at the Jeep Barn.